I hate labels because it should be just music. I don't see anything wrong with disco. You can't dance to da-na-na-na-na or call it disco, call it anything. It's music. What you call She's Out of My Life disco, off the wall, rock with you, I don't know. It's music to me. It's like you hear a bird chirping. You don't say that's a blue jay. This one is a crow. It's a beautiful sound. That's all that counts. Listen to it. You watch them soar in the sky. It's just beautiful.
Does he work very hard on his dancing?
He just the question. Do you work very hard on your dancing?
I should, but I don't. I just, whatever you see me do, it's spontaneous reactions on stage. It's nothing planned. It's nothing that I got in the room and tried to think of hard. It just happens through feeling.
Does he actually find it hard to keep from dancing when he's in the studio?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that is my problem. I'm just dancing around and I have to, hard to keep still, moving around from the mic.
Stop! No, you better save it!
My singing is just, I just say it simple as possible, just godly. Really, it's just, when I was small, I didn't really know what I was doing. I just sang it and it just came out sounding pretty good. I just do it and it happens. I can't explain it, or it's no real personal experience or anything that make it come across. It's just feeling and God, I'll say, mainly God. You hear us talk about the peacock a lot because the peacock is the only bird of all the bird family that integrates every color into one. And that's our main goal in music. When you go to our concerts, you see every race out there and they're all waving hands and they holding hands and they smile and they're dancing and all colors. And that's what's great. That's what keeps me going. I do believe deeply in perfection. I'm never satisfied. I'll cut a track or something. I come home and I say, no, that's not right. We got to do it over. This is not right. And you just go back and back and back. And then when it's finally out, you say, darn it, I should have done this. I should have did it. And it's number one on the chart. You're still screaming about what you should have done. You're just satisfied with everything. You're just going to stay at one level and the world will move ahead. That's not good either.
When Michael's in the studio, is it important to him to go for a vocal straight away, or does he kind of build up to doing the one?
When you're in the studio, do you have to go for a vocal straight away, or do you have to build up to it?
No, I do vocals pretty quick. But for instance, Ben, I did in one take. I went right in and cut it. And I said, want to do another one? And the guy said, no, it was great. I said, was it? That was at Motown. And I'll never forget that little apple box I stood on because I couldn't reach the microphone. And my name was written on it. And it's sitting at Diana Ross's house now. She has all my little doodling papers I would draw and write. A lot of people have been overexposed. It's true, where people are fed up. I pray that never happens with me. I just don't like being on a lot of different things or being everywhere because I get kind of embarrassed. But I think secretly and privately really deep within there's a destiny for me. And just for me to stay on that track and follow it. I really believe and feel I'm here for a reason, and that's my job, to perform for the people. And if they accept it, that I'm rewarded. If they want to put me up on that pedestal, I feel even better.
Was it through The Wiz that Michael got to work with Quincy Jones?
Was it to do with The Wiz that you got to work with Quincy? That starts it.
Yes. That was, I met Quincy before at Sammy Davis's house a long time ago. But the real meeting with Quincy, the real marriage, was the Wiz Project. And we really got to know one another, and we worked beautifully together. Oh, so well. I called Quincy up one day. I said, Quincy, I'm ready to do an album, a solo album, but I want a real good producer to work with me. I said, can you recommend somebody? And I wasn't trying to hint around at all. I didn't even think about him. And he said, Smelly, he calls me Smelly. He said, Smelly, why don't you let me do it? I said, that's a great idea. And I started giggling, and he said, oh, why don't we start? Next week we got together and we started planning. And that's how Off the Wall came about.